accounting year, meaning factory working in a particular season only or not during the whole year. In such case, the working days only mean those days of the year where the employee's concern is actually allowed to work. So it can be in case of a seasonal factory where especially there are sugarcane industry or something, say sugarcane factory or something, even if it is for a particular season, they have to take only those days of the year where the employee is actually involved in the work. So that is what you consider as a working day. So in general terms, you know what a working day is, right? So here it is nothing but a definition put forward by this particular act. So eligibility of a bonus, section 8. So you be asked a question where you may have to provide your reasons confirming whether this particular person is eligible for bonus or not. So what will you do? You will say that according to section 8, every employee of the factory or establishment to which this act is applicable receiving salary or wages up to 21,000 per month and engaged in any kind of work, whether skilled, unskilled, managerial, supervisor. It doesn't matter if he is an unskilled, if he comes under the unskilled category or skilled category, or he was managerial supervisor position in the factory. But if his salary or wages is more than 21 per month, then he is eligible for bonus under this act. Right? So if we're getting practical problems where you may have to justify the eligibility of a bonus, you just have to see if he is eligible for receiving salary or wages, which is 21,000 per month. If he is receiving that, then he is eligible for bonus. Right? So next section 9. So if that the person is not eligible for bonus, you should also provide the on what grounds you say that he is disqualified for the bonus. So that's what you're going to see in this. Notwithstanding anything contained in the act, an employee shall be disqualified from receiving bonus if he is dismissed from the service. Only when he is dismissed from the service because of fraud, if he has conducted practice in the factory, or if he has stolen something, if he has mismanaged money, all such behavior amounts to fraud. Then reauthors or violent behavior while on the premises of the establishment. In case he indulges in some violent behavior that he is being dismissed, then he is not eligible for bonus. Theft, misappropriation, or sabotage of any property of the establishment. So in the case of Himalaya, so this case is an important case. So if you see any, I think someone asked me yesterday, how can I quote a case when I'm answering practical problems? So this is one example. So you get a practical problem which deals with the disqualification of the bonus. So what you will do, you can quote such case. And so in the case of Himalaya Drug Company versus PO Second Additional Labor Code, it was held that the bonus can be forfeited under Section 9 only with reference to accounting year in which the employee. So if an employee has committed fraud theft in a particular accounting year, then it can be the company can forfeit the bonus which is being provided to the employee. So when you are asked any practical problems as such, it would be ideal to quote such case laws where the judgment has already been provided by the court. So these are the kind of case laws which I said you may have to quote when you are answering your practical problem, right? So you can provide one section, provide the section number, and also state your reasons for having the judgment for any case law. But it would also be ideal if you quote such case laws where the judgment has already been provided by the court. So minimum of bonus, payment of minimum bonus, section 10. So we have arrived at the last provision, which is section 10. The act this act is statutory. So before moving, can you tell me if you are facing any kind of disturbances from my end?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you facing
Sometimes
disturbance from my end?
Sometimes voice is breaking up.
Okay. Okay, I think it should be fine now. So minimum maximum limit of bonus payment dealt under section 10. So this act cast a statutory duty upon the employer to pay every employee every accounting year a minimum bonus of how much percent? 8.33% of the salary or wage earned by the employee during the accounting year, or 100 rupees, whichever is higher. It could be 8.33% of the salary or wages, or it could be 100 rupees, whichever is higher, irrespective of availability of allocable surplus in the accounting year. So it doesn't really matter whether the company has an allocable surplus in an accounting year. He is bound to pay 8.33% of the salary or wage, or 100 rupees, whichever is higher. So in case of an employee who has not completed 15 years of age at the beginning of the account year, it is 60 rupees instead of 50 rupees. For the person who has not completed 15 years of age, it is not 100 rupees but 60 rupees. Right? However, section 10 of the Act put a ceiling on the maximum amount of bonus, which cannot be more than 20% of salary and wages. So the minimum percentage is 8.33, but it cannot be more than 20% of the salary and wages. So the minimum bonus or the Act as a statutory right under the Act is a statutory right and shall be paid wherever there are profits in the accounting year or not. So when I see the minimum bonus percentage 8.83% or 100 rupees, which is higher, it is a statutory right of every employee to get the bonus from the company. It doesn't matter whether the company has made a profit in the accounting year or not. Right? So we have come to the end of this bonus chapter. So, do you have any doubts in the bonus? Yes, Akbar. It is a minimum salary. So, do you have any further doubts in this bonus act or factories act or sale of goods act? No. That is the statutory limit. Right? Great. Perfect. So probably in next session, if such small chapters which involves art, probably in next session we'll deal with 3 or 4 such small chapters, so that you will have good time to even revise on that. Right? And we'll also continue with Sale of Goods Act, and I think it should be done by next session or after that. So meanwhile, I would suggest you take this week and go through all the previous chapters. And I had spoke to Mr. Krishnan about the group discussion which we'll be having. So no, but it is not. Sale of Goods Act is not finished. I have just taken a part of Sale of Goods Act. It's quite a big chapter, not as big as Indian Contract Act, but to understand the concepts clearly. So if I don't want to burden you with so many provisions in a particular act that you may fail to actually understand it clearly. It can actually confuse you a little bit. So I'll take it slowly in another one session or 2 sessions, so that you can easily catch the concept. So meanwhile, you can definitely go you can discuss among yourself in the group discussion, come up with your questions, and I will collect it from Mr. Krishnan. We will also have a session every weekend, every class, so that we can discuss with you all, so that others will also get to know what kind of doubts which you have in your mind. So it will be a good platform for discussion. All right. We will finish the class for today's session, and we'll meet you next week. Have a great weekend. Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.